Welcome to the Howling Wolf. It's the episode where I rant about different things that come on my mind. I don't have a set date release for this yet, so keep your horses. Don't start trying to force me into nothing. But I'll be making quite a few of these as the days progress and things go on. But um, what brought me to bring it today, because I was thinking about this beforehand, but definitely the question I was asked a little bit earlier in the ChaosDvS segment, changing the ethnicities in movies and whether that's appropriate or whatever, is basically it's not the 1800s anymore. Like, races mingle now. It's very multiracial families, not singulars where one race sticks with one race and that's the be all end all. No mixing the gender bloodlines. Well, I guess genders too, but that's a completely different topic. But no mix and match. You know what I mean? It's definitely here now. Like, that's the society that we're living in, and you make movies to be entertaining, but for them to also be entertaining, they have to be able to engage the audience. You can't engage the audience if they don't feel like they're being represented in any way. You make fantasy movies for one, but the characters have to have a certain human element about them or someone in there has to have the human element about them for the movie to actually do very well. Because if no one can relate to the movie, no matter how much action or whatever you have, your movie's gonna flop, and that's just the way it is. Like, whether the main character has it or not, doesn't always have to be the point. It's someone. Usually, if the main character is that character that's just way, way, way out there, they would have a sidekick or a friend who will play that character that the average person can relate to and say, okay, whoa, wait, what's going on here? You shouldn't be doing that, or how is this guy doing that? And then people will say, okay, well, I can relate to this movie because I can relate to that person. I want to watch this. But if everything's just fantastical and completely out there, then it's going to go not over. It's going to go under a lot of people's heads because they won't respect it. It's not a matter whether they can't understand it or not. They don't feel connected at all, so they won't respect it. And that's just my opinion. One other thing that I've been very vocal about is the women in media, particularly movies, and I'm gonna stick with one of the main topics that I like, which would be comics, especially within the comic book movies. I like my women to be strong, you know. I don't really particularly like the damsel in distress. It has its place, yes, I won't deny that. And for certain storylines or certain characters, it does fit. But it doesn't fit for everything. And a prime example would be Superman and Lois Lane. To me, that never really connected. Yeah, you're using, I guess, Lois to be the human factor, but at the same time, Superman's the one with the high moral ground or whatever, so you can connect with him on some level at the very least. But every time he turns around, Lois is in some kind of trouble or sticking her nose into some kind of trouble that she knows she can't get out of. But hey, my husband or my boyfriend is Superman, so I don't really give a fuck. That kind of shit would piss me off. Like, I would snap her neck myself. But the new 52, Superman and Wonder Woman, that's what I'm talking about. He can go around fighting Brainiac and not worrying about, oh, is Wonder Woman being kidnapped by Lex Luthor? No, because if Lex Luthor tries to fuck with Wonder Woman, she's gonna break his neck. So he ain't gotta worry about nothing. He can go out, save the world, come back home. Wonder Woman just finished saving the world. They sit down, have a mean fuck session. Somebody goes to go make something to eat. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Not no, oh, I go save the world, then before I come home, I gotta go save the wife or save the girlfriend, and then I can come home. Fuck that shit. She gotta be able to handle herself. And I definitely want to see that being portrayed in the movies. Black Widow, she did a pretty good portrayal in Avengers. She didn't really prove herself to be entirely useful, but she didn't prove herself to be totally useless either. So I definitely appreciate that. I hope Marvel continues that trend with Gamora. DC. um, Whatever it is that you guys decide you want to do with Wonder Woman, I hope you guys don't fuck it up. That's all I can say. It's sink or swim. I want to see a She-Hulk movie come out. I want to see a Wonder Woman standalone movie come out. I want to see a Miss Marvel film come out. I want to see that Black Canary Green Arrow movie come out. You know what I mean? Definitely want to see some strong female roles, some strong female leads going around. That's it for now. The Howling Wolf is over. I finished my rant. The moon is down. So maybe I'll come back with something later. Who knows? We'll see. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, like the page, all of that. Peace.